Germany.
ใครได้ดูมั่งทุกคนอาร์เซนอลเรอัลมาดริดให้ฟังเสียงนะ
Bellingham. Thomas Partey and pickpocketed him. Great skill there from Odegaard though to escape Bellingham's pressure. Saka going over. It's a free kick to Arsenal. Coming in through the back. And good ball in to his teammate. From Odegaard. Recognising Saka in that one-on-one position. Saka has just returned from a hamstring injury, missed 19 games. Here's that shot for offside, so it's from that flick on header there. And they must have determined he was offside. And to see the technology show that it was offside. As a late one in there on Merino goes rolling over. It's a late one for Rudiger as well. Merino scored in that first leg. Called his predicament of playing as a center forward kind of crazy. He's taken on the role well. Real Jesus and no Kai Havertz. Schools talk about Arsenal perhaps needing a striker on out-and-out number 9 to score the goals, but Merino is doing that job for the moment. Odegaard will take his time. Getting on him, whips it at real pace, and it bounces down for Timber. Got well underneath it. Arsenal would love to take advantage of one of those chances. It'll be perhaps a bit of regret, particularly if Realmad Rid get back into it over that penalty miss from Saka. Odegaard. Saka has drawn the attention of several, including Vinicius Jr. has come all the way back and won a free kick. It's such a disruptive, fractured type of game, hasn't it? And just both teams started to be looking as if they were starting to cook. These incidents have really big speed bumps in the flow of the game. And that'll suit the Arsenal completely. Left it with team power, but Raya was just partially out of play.
35 minutes.
To avoid defeat by 3 goals. See the earlier chance for Timber might have
เกมเริ่มใน35 นาทีแล้วนะคะทุกคน
was allowed to continue and then the effort well over. It's a good stab, I think.
Arsenal
Arsenal missed a penalty.
I believe a yellow card was just issued to David Raya for time wasting in the first half.
Yeah, he was warned early on by the French referee.
Arsenal กับ Real Madrid นะคะ
See that too often. First half time wasting yellow cards. Saka. Behind it towards Odegaard. Asensio across. Corner given.
Lovely slip ball in there for Martin, who had a lovely first touch on it, trying to tickle it past the defender.
Oh, he got yellow card.
Over Raya.
Yeah.
Oh, foul on me.
I don't know. Edwards หรือเปล่า กิดอะไรขึ้นทุกคน เกมหยุดโกคีมันก็เยอะตัวข้า
Reverse contact that's off.
เข้ารอบอยู่แล้วใช่ไหมอาร์เซนอลเก่งมากๆเลยนะยอมรับ
On Asensio.
รอบนัดที่แล้วอาร์เซนอลเขาชนะเนาะ
All that game management, you don't even really
นี่
hear
แข่งกันรอบ
the
สองไปแข่งที่สเปน
behind the team. Hasn't been that
ไปแข่งที่เรียลมาดริด
series of chances. The floor has been disrupted. Arsenal doing a good job of
เขาเต็มสนามเลยอ่ะ
designing not. Yet they've been well involved in this game with the synchronicity of their play. Certainly the energy matching
มาดริดเริ่มถอยหลังแล้ว
Real
นะ
Madrid are throwing at them so far. Falling forward from Kivior, and Martinelli can take off. You see Arsenal attacking not quite with the full breadth of their numbers. This is a throw-in.
อาร์เซนอล in black เนี่ย
Yeah.
Only ruined the penalty miss, of course. Should have completely out on the table, but this defensive setup for Arsenal again has been very sound.
บางทีก็แล้วแตะดวงด้วยนะ
Of Arteta's team coming up against the glamour boys of this tournament, where they just do not lose in situations like this. Arsenal don't need to win this game, just need to win the tie. Not lost by 3 or more goals in their last 103 games.
วันนี้อาร์เซนอลมาในชุดสีดำ
2023 when they lost to Brighton in the Premier League, that they've lost by 3 or more goals. Goal for tonight, but even giving up 2 goals to Real Madrid, give them confidence, give them life. It's what they feed on, these opportunities. Gonna draw first blood, Chris. So far, full credit to the Londoners. Matching steel with steel, showing their own flair going forward. It's a fair scoreline in many ways right now. Going to be Arsenal's advantage, but penalty kick miss. One of this free kick one. Rodrigo delivers with plenty of curve. One from Saliba. Vinicius Jr. Return serve, Saliba once more. Valverde and Alaba. Vinicius Jr. just looking for any kind of space. Timber to block him. Julian Timber has been fantastic defending on that right side of defense. Timber went down in the goal. Again, a talking to coming from the referee Letexer. Those actions from Rudiger. There's that corner. Raya through the traffic, does get a punch to it. Good one. Effective goalkeeping in the situation. If it doesn't players around Raya there as well. Doesn't catch that with his fist of fury. Could have been a different story. Well played by the Spanish international goalkeeper. No surprise, everyone forward for Real Madrid. Just that bit of needle in the game. That's a good ball forward from Valverde into Bellingham. Out of his feet into Lucas Vazquez.
is a goal.
He'll deliver that cross in, and it flicks through. Rudiger was closest at full stretch, but the deflection was off an Arsenal player. Now for a Real corner.
Tremendous play by Vasquez, stabs this one in. It's flicked on by Arsenal defender, and
That hurt.
Rudiger not able to catch the deflection.
Rodrigo into that near post, and it came through. Kivior in the heart of that defense, getting it away. Mbappe towards Bellingham, but a good step from Partey, and Arsenal want to go. Defending there from Alaba. Ball stays on this end of the pitch with all 10 outfield players in the Arsenal half. Mbappe, what about another long-distance crack? Instead, spray it for Vasquez. Prominently involved in the attack in this first half. Bellingham lifting in. Will tractable. Headed down there from Rice. And still Vinny Jr. Another cross, another deflection from Timber. And another corner.
Good phase of the game for Real Madrid. Again, they're facing up against them. Complete dam of good defending by Arsenal. Even when they're putting their passes together, Arsenal's driving them away.
This time Merino. More strong set-piece defending. A team that has really prided themselves on their work from attacking set pieces, but defend them really well as well. Rodrigo. Heading in another cross off of Saliba again, and Lewis Skelly volleying clear. Saka wants to break. From behind there.
That's a foul.
That's Lucas Vasquez, the culprit. Chance for Arsenal to get up the pitch.
Another good example, though, Chris, in that penalty box of Real Madrid. Rudiger's in there, but he's so well covered by not just one player, but three around him. It's the earlier opportunity goes into that thicket of players. Anything could happen here. Usual holding going on.
Heard a pretty steady noise from the Arsenal traveling support tonight.
Who on the top of the league now?
Up high in the stands here at the Bernabeu, but still audible as Martinelli slides it towards Rice. Who's behind him? Chouameni. Good step from Kivior. Counter-pressing effective. Odegaard in towards Saka, but Rudiger came through.
Here's Chelsea played the biggest of this game. Arsenal or Real Madrid.
Imagine a decent helping of
Barcelona
first half
will
stoppage
play
time coming as on goes Vinny
the
Jr.
other game tonight.
Timber slides a few minutes, but doesn't win the ball.
So Spain, they have two
Vinny Jr. wants to get on with it.
teams in the
Tremendous
last
run by
three.
Vinny.
Mbappe in towards Bellingham, deflects a couple times, and Partey gets rid of 7 minutes at it at the end of this first half.
So close by Mbappe trying to toe that 6-7 yard pass into Bellingham. Takes two defenders to get it out of there. But again, focus by Arsenal is so applaudable.
A try for Vinicius Jr. Another block.
The stadium very big. สนามอาร์เซนอลใหญ่มากเลยนะทุกคน
We got a tweet before the game. 90 minutes is a long time at the Bernabeu.
It's what my outside is what my
That's what it must feel like for Arsenal supporters.
inside is look a bit
Still be thinking about that penalty miss from Bukayo Saka.
Still 3-0.
Header one by Rodrigo. Bellingham tried the overhead. Didn't even get to finish his attempt. Saliba and Merino.
Then again, every time
Odegaard
we play
carries.
Tottenham, every time we play West Ham. West Ham, Tottenham, Arsenal.
Behind Martinelli though, for the Norwegian.
Yeah, they are big stadium, big team.
Man City and Liverpool, which still over 60,000 as well.
Yeah. Last
Bellingham
time we went to
thought about the spectacular but couldn't pull it off through the traffic.
Liverpool.
Vinny Jr.
55 when we went, then they made it 60.
throw into Real
Manchester
Madrid.
United is the only ground where 70 plus, 70,000.
Menu is bigger.
date with Paris Saint-Germain awaits in the semi-final. Mbappe and Lucas Vazquez volleys the cross, and Bellingham was close, but Saliba was closer.
Fabulous ball, first from Mbappe and then from Vazquez.
Tchouaméni on the first time. Lucas Vazquez is down. Skelly will lift away, and now some treatment might be needed here for the Real right back.
It's a good result for Arsenal nearly at half time.
Yeah, 7 minutes at this time.
And after that, this is well a good score. I don't like Arsenal.
They're good.
There's a
They win
wonderful
all the
start
time.
from Mbappe in this first time volley
They're good
across
team.
the face of
Look
goal.
how we played these teams all
But
the
Jude
time.
again,
I can't
the
think
coverage
into these numbers
from
to win, you know.
Mikel Arteta's men,
So they have to win
outstanding.
this game.
I don't like Real Madrid.
Real credit to the two center backs of Saliba and Kivior, who fills in for the injured Gabriel, who was such a massive part.
They win last
This
game.
Arsenal
They have
side.
to win this game.
Everything around them, Chris. Saka and Martinelli's been doing their donkey work, coming back to help
Rashford
out
is a good
Odegaard, Partey and Rice. So industrious in recovering.
Partey lifting towards Martinelli, whose chest was out of control. Created these openings, these half chances.
Sure. Little invention there from the ex-Atletico Madrid man. This victory, if it turns out to be that way for the Arsenal,
Half-time score.
he'll feel better about it than
Sometimes
Thomas
you play
Partey
by
in
luck.
Atletico Madrid for 7 years. Got some wonderful games with Partey involved. A tremendous player he was for Atleti.
He's played against Real Madrid more than any other club in his career. This is the 15th time. The side have only won the game 3 times, including in that first leg. Tchouaméni, the deepest of the midfielders. As Asensio gave away that early penalty, strides forward. Lucas Vazquez, another cross. More work to do for Raya, who does it with a plump. Strong message towards his teammates. Certainly want to avoid another time-wasting yellow card. Looking ahead from Partey and Odegaard.
A good game.
Controlling well at key moments. Here's Rice. Might he have a go? He'll play with Martinelli. Martinelli driving through that area and save from Courtois.
And great build-up between Odegaard, Marino, Martinelli. Wonderful connectivity. Quick, slick passing and control. And then this stinger. Well handled.
Arsenal ก็จะหมดเวลาแล้วนะทุกคนครึ่งแรกครบเวลา7 นาที
Rice.
โอ้ย
Gonna get it back towards Martinelli and foul Rodrigo in the process. This first half would have really suited Arsenal. Their goals in this second leg.
I cannot imagine that Arteta couldn't have went to bed last night dreaming of a defensive structure set up and how to negate all of the Real Madrid attack in so many areas, in so many ways. It hasn't been the magical fanfare of pure skill from a lot of these players, but
ฟุตบอลเนี่ยบางครั้งสมควรที่จะฟาวล์ก็ไม่ฟาวล์
been the reason why. Been a wonderfully executed first half by Mikel Arteta. And Real Madrid still searching for the answer, still searching for that breakthrough.
นิวคาสเซิลพาเลส
There's a lot of talk in the build-up about not needing to rush, not needing to throw everything at it early, but at some point, they'll have to get that first goal, Real Madrid. Chouameni. And there is the halftime whistle. Job done, you must say, for Mikel Arteta's side in this first 45 minutes, bar the penalty miss. Bukayo Saka, the big incident in the first half. A long VAR review denied a penalty to Real Madrid as it's Real Madrid 0, Arsenal 0. He's got the team before reaction at halftime. On the way.
พักครึ่งแรกนะคะทุกคนเสมอกัน0-0เรอัลมาดริด
This match is brought to you by Pepsi.
อาร์เซนอลโฆษณา This is not the real
UEFA
stadium.
Champions League official sponsors. พักเบรก10 นาทีนะคะทุกคน10 นาที ไม่เกินนี้แหละ10-15 นาทีนะเบรกแป๊บเดียวเองครึ่งแรกค่ะยังไม่มีทีมไหนทำประตูได้เลย0-0นะคะลุ้นต่อไปค่ะทุกคนลุ้นกันต่อไปเอาใจช่วยอาร์เซนอลนะสาชอบนะอาร์เซนอลชอบทุกทีมแหละแต่มาเขาชอบทีมไหนวะ
Half time.
ทับทามพักยกขังลงลุ้น
We've got Moni.
เย้สวัสดีค่ะวินนี่แล้วนอนหวังว่าจะชนะนัดนี้นะแมตช์นี้ขอให้ชนะลุ้นครึ่งเวลา ครึ่งหลังรอครึ่งหลัง
Where'd the sauce go?
What sauce
Barbecue.
barbecue Did you buy it? I only
Yeah,
I
I had
only
one last night. Bought a barbecue, a tomato, and another one.
It's not bad, but it doesn't take it. I haven't even got it. No. I'm not seeing it. I only see.
There's some beer in the fridge.
Huh?
Beer's in the fridge, aren't
Do you want me? Do you
they?
ask
No,
me?
I'm telling you, I put 4 in there earlier.
Oh.
Cronenberg.
พี่เมืองไทยถ่ายทอดสดไหม
Something to the coverage.
ฮะ ไปก่อนนะมาแล้วมาลุ้นกันนัดนี้
Welcome back to the Heineken Halftime House. We're at the break, and yes, it is time for a Heineken unmissable moment. Go ahead, Jamie.
Well, Saka thought he was going to score a Panenka, but all he's done is ended up looking like a Palom.
Oh shit How can they miss that
Oh, yeah, no, he's trying to be clever.
Time to go.
Why
Okay,
let-
take us away. We've got to be quick.
Trying to be clever, hasn't he?
Why somebody else take the penalty Why
He's used it. He's the penalty
That was our
taker.
first half Heineken
What,
unmissable
Saka?
moment. We have got more from the Champions League in a very quick minute. Stay
for
with us.
penalty takenแทนที่จะได้ประตู ทำไมเขาถึงเลือก ขอถามคนที่เป็นแฟนอาร์เซนอลนะ เราไม่ได้เป็นแฟนอาร์เซนอลโดยตรง ทำไมทีมเขาถึงเลือกซาก้าเป็นคนเตะลูกโทษ เป็นนักเตะที่เตะลูกโทษ ซาก้านี่เขาพลาดบ่อยมากเลยนะ อืมเอาไปไหนแล้วเกมไปไหนแล้ว in progress กำลังมาแล้วทุกคน ลุ้นเหมือนกัน ลุ้น ตอนเราแข่งกับทีม ตอนเราแข่งกับทีมเราแข่งกับเขาเราก็อยากให้ทีมเราชนะนะนี่ทีมเราไม่ได้อยู่ในนี้แล้วทีมเราไม่ได้แข่งไม่ได้เตะเราก็มาลุ้นทีมนี้อาร์เซนอลเนี่ยเข้ามาแรงนะขนาดลิเวอร์พูลที่เก่งๆยังหลุดไปแล้วนะหลุดไปหลายทีมแล้วอะทีมใหญ่ๆเอาขึ้นนานแท้
This match brought to you by Pepsi. Amex, UEFA Champions League official sponsors. Welcome back, everybody. 0-0 at the halfway point between Realmad and Arsenal at Bale, which means that Arsenal still 3-0 up after an impressive first leg performance a week ago in London. Despite the controversies of the first half, I think Arsenal would be happy enough with 0-0 at half-time, would they, Thierry?
Yes, I didn't like the way we finished the first half, kicking the ball a bit everywhere without the purpose of trying to find a counter. Every time we put the ball down and we're trying to find Martinelli on the left and Bukayo Saka on the right, we ended up being in their box and being dangerous. So just keep your composure, don't panic when you're in this type of situation, and you're gonna have to, be strong for another 45, hopefully not for more.
Okay, second half coming. Let's send you back to your commentators for Real Madrid against Arsenal, Chris Whittingham and Ray Hudson.
Thank you, Kate. As we're underway with the second 45 minutes. Thanks to our rules expert, Christina Uncle, for clarifying the situation around that VAR review of the penalty given against Declan Rice, which was eventually disallowed. There was an announcement in the stadium that it was for a non-foul, meaning that it was determined that Declan Rice was not holding Kylian Mbappe. TV graphic showed offside, which did not play a role in the decision, as it turned out. So it was just determined after a lengthy review that it was not given for a foul. And penalty decisions, the two big moments of the first half. Ray Hudson, how do you think the second half will play out?
Let's hope it's a lot better than the first half, because really, other than the different episodes of controversy, there wasn't a whole hell of a lot in terms of pure magic. There was a lot of good defensive play by the Arsenal, a good approach play at times by Real Madrid, but not quite enough to open it up into a real good, thrilling game of football that we all expected. But Arsenal will take that all day.
Cross in from Lucas Vazquez, repelled from that penalty area.
Full credit to Thierry Henry as well for asking, in this day and age, all the technology that we have going on and the communications between the referees and VAR, that at this point it takes that long to determine. I don't know, I think we need to get that part of the act much better polished up and clarified. It's not fair to anybody, the players, the refs, and this audience. Kylian
Mbappe, quickly taken free kick.
good ball.
Up to that right with Rodrigo, fancies a strike, another block in. Arsenal defense has provided good resistance to those long-distance efforts.
Every time, spacing for the Arsenal defenders. You'd think there'd have been a dropping of the guard at some point, but they've all been purely focused.
Trying to get the other side of Raya. Wrestling there with Timber. It's eventually lifted in. Easy work there for Saka. It's Alaba leading that in-swinging corner. Valverde. Arsenal no problem keeping that deep line. Running for long periods. Comebacks in Real Madrid's Champions League history. They've only done this once, from losing the first leg by 3 goals to go on and advance back in 1976 against Derby County. In their recent history of comebacks, not quite done this. Arsenal have been up to the challenge. Vazquez, well inside of Declan Rice. And Mbappe, magic. Another lift in and a bounce off Mbappe last.
Yep.
Goal kick to the Arsenal.
He knew it. Unlucky though. Just going to wriggle free. Takes 3 to contain him.
All over the head there of Saka. Real Madrid dominating the ball in the first half, 67% of possession. Unable to do much with it.
Yeah, all the way through. That is what must be so heartening for Teta, especially, and his men, of course. The fans looking on as they do have danger, and they have been certainly rattling the cage of Real Madrid, not too often, but showed the fangs a number of times. So Real Madrid cannot totally throw caution to the wind yet. As you said, Chris, it's in the first 20 minutes they've got to get on the score sheet. You would think.
Really there by Rudiger, and Partey well placed as Arsenal got up the pitch. Bellingham couldn't get around him, gave away a free kick.
Strong play by Thomas Partey. And a good game.
Arsenal picked up one time-wasting yellow card in the first half. Will still be very deliberate on restarts. The ball in play as little as possible. Can they create? As Rice will deliver. Good air on that one and a strong header from Merino. Always rising though. Saka.
Again.
Partey. Rice tried to flick it towards the path of Odegaard, but couldn't quite get it to him.
Close.
Junior just left it behind him. Crunching challenge in there from Bellingham and the England teammates. Really having it from one another. First leg, he didn't know that Deck had that in him. 2 free kicks that he had in that first leg. This came in as a foul throw here against Julian Timber.
That's refreshing.
Don't see that too often.
Yeah, right.
Alaba, who is on a yellow card, picked up in the 4th minute of the first half. Be careful. Mbappe wrestles there with Saliba. He's too well acquainted in the first half, but Saliba has been up to the challenge time and again. Martinelli into his Odegaard, could be a suggestion of offside. See the play out, and then the flag does eventually come up.
Run off of the ball either way by Martin Odegaard. Just gets stranded between the devil, deep blue sea. But another indication of the commitment from this fluid Arsenal midfield to get in and beyond the support of their attackers on the forward line.
Bellingham timing his run well. Bellingham on the bounce, Declan Rice getting round him. And he will corner the referee.
It's a great challenge by Declan Rice. I think Jude thinks he's in here. It's a beautiful ball, weighted, pixel perfect perfection. It's a lovely touch by Jude, but Declan comes across and says, nah.
Arsenal foul. Real Madrid got corner. Free kick. You do the live stream, there's a picture.
Just snapped his head and it went over.
Look at Pepper, get on.
Unfortunate.
It's Pepper.
He's about 23. Evan, what have you done?
The potato did it.
22?
He's 300.
You're joking.
What?
No connection.
Stream experts.
They stream it not good.
No, they get cut off, don't they?
Yeah.
Take their time to keep them.
Sometimes it's the best way. Is just
Down season on that left side.
yours is better than mine, though.
6 assists this campaign. Still, he's dancing. Talented footballer.
Keeping your eye on everything else that's going on.
Off the heel there. Oh, it's loose, but Raya was in that position to be involved in the build-up. The Olays coming out from the Arsenal supporters, and that'll be end. Odegaard.
You go for Madrid, I go for
Oh,
Arsenal.
Inter are winning 2-1.
Partey.
Harry Kane scored for Bayern,
Yeah?
and then Inter scored twice.
The whistle will start to come.
So I think Bayern are going out.
On goes Gabriel Martinelli, and still he's lost possession, and then caught Tchouaméni with advantage awarded. Real looking to break. Kivior only got a piece. And off goes Vinny Jr. Strong challenge though from Kivior. Bellingham. Arsenal back in their numbers. Vinicius Jr.
Well, wonderful from Jacob Kivior in defence, a Polish international. It was not just one, but two tremendously well-timed tackles to put out that fire led by Vinny Jr. and Kylian Mbappe. Serious threats, but the Polish international Spezia man doing tremendously well.
Playing so infrequently at the start of the
Arsenal
season, he was
did go through
thought to be on the move in
Yeah.
January,
And then
but
the semi-final.
stuck around and has been needed now in the absence
Two of
of
the goalkeepers in
Gabriel.
the
Has been
semi-final.
very
Both
solid,
used
not
to
just
go to
tonight, but in
Brentford.
previous
Yeah,
games as
really?
well. Distribution from the back.
Barcelona's goalkeeper voiced that personally.
He's
He
cleaned
was
that
with
up
us when
tonight.
he was
He's having a
younger.
great game alongside
And
Saliba.
David Raya.
Yet to lose a game this season when Kivior starts.
Win a Oscar goalkeeper.
Yeah, Woodchuck,
There from
he
Bellingham
came
up
to us,
to
he was
Ryan
at
Timber. There,
Arsenal.
that earlier effort from Vinicius
That's a young
Jr.
boy. He came to Brentford. He wants to. He's at Chelsea. He's Poland's #1.
Rodrigo.
But so when he came, you could see the difference. He was tall, 6'4",
Vinny
6'5".
Jr.
That
immediately
was
surrounded
so-
by two.
We used to watch him go.
A few times tonight is forced to play it off the Timber and win his side
That
of
was a few
corner.
years ago, man. Yeah, I'll put that match there, honey.
Just stepping back, straight for straight, step for step, with the danger man, Vinny.
Rodrigo into that near post, and Raya had to be sure. Getting two hands to it. Snuck in there on the Olympico. Punched over. Rodrigo again, this time near post, covered by a defender. Lucas Vasquez. Partey again in the
Running
way.
out of time here.
Don't see too often big sides putting in defensive performances like these. Asensio is under pressure. Just lifts it out for the goal kick.
Oh,
It's often about the possession play and keeping it and creating chances. And you see here
ง่ายเลย
a
นะ
radical change here from Ancelotti. Triple sub coming. Saw Endrick and Ceballos and Saka with Asensio providing the cover.
If they don't pick somebody else to take a penalty,
Las Palmas man, Asensio.
score, they might not
I
run.
think it slipped the leash here. Saka.
Arsenal got, I don't know, I've not heard Declan Rice's name.
Young Raul.
18-year-old Endrick be thrown on in this massive
So he is
movement.
playing. I just haven't heard his name. I've just seen Martin Odegaard there.
Yeah.
Thomas Partey's in the middle. He scored for them Saturday.
Saka's delivery. It's a straightforward catch for Courtois.
You know, when you look at the
Rolling it out for Valverde. They will take off through that midfield. Has options running with them. Rice, though, getting a piece of it.
And in retreat as well, cutting off all the passing lanes. And even on that wonderful attempt of invention from Valverde, Well read by Declan Rice. Spacing as well when they're in retreat from
You
the
said they
Arsenal
run out.
players as a
You
team.
run out. They hadn't.
Almost symbolised. That's been for 60 minutes now.
Skelly going over and now referee will stop play just as Real Madrid were taking off. Skelly grabbing at his midsection.
Someone have to go to break.
Shove on the ground there and then Studs
That's naughty.
stepping on Skelly there from Rudiger.
Yeah. Middlesbrough, nice blue. Complaints coming immediately from Lucas Vasquez as normal, but you saw
No, he's gone off.
on Lucas Skelly.
So here is the triple change. Rodrigo makes way. He's to Alaba. Lucas Vasquez. So Endrick will join that attack.
Real Madrid 3.
Move into that
Still no lead for
back row,
Madrid.
and perhaps Ceballos into the middle with Valverde out wide. Big change for Ancelotti to make, and he makes it on the hour. We'll create that feeling. Seen it a million times. When Real Madrid get going, free kick to Arsenal for handball.
Well, even by their standards, Chris, they're leaving it awfully late in the day now. And regardless of the star power and reputations out there, forgive me for repeating myself, but this has been an exemplary performance by Arsenal. As a team unit defending a 3-goal lead, it's been, at this point in the game, a masterclass by Arteta. It hasn't served up the smorgasbord of delightful football, of pyrotechnic proportions that I think a lot of us were expecting. A great tug-of-war game in its own personality.
Declan Rice there dispossessing Endrick on his first touch, and the skill from Martinelli beyond his Brazilian compatriot. Leaving it late. That's what Real have done last year, down 3-2. The semi-final against Bayern in the 88th minute. They won the game in the 90 minutes. 4-3. Free kick against Timber there, who stepped forward. 2022. Real Madrid did it 3 times. Down 2-0 in the round of 16. The 60th minute of the second leg.
แชมป์นะคะทุ
Down
กคน
4-3 in the 80th minute of the second leg in the quarterfinal. Down 5-3
62
in the
นาที
90th minute of the semi-final. And again and again and again, they come from behind. Need more of that magic here. Bellingham.
Oh, no good. We're going to need Arsenal
Chouameni would step
defenders.
forward.
But black, I can't remember whose name is
It hasn't
who.
really clicked tonight.
Who
There
is
with the
who?
leg skill.
That's Martinelli.
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 Yeah.
It's a beauty.
He's the one that Christian Norgard took out Saturday. Saka.
Yeah.
That's Marino. Martin Odegaard.
Courtois.
That's Martinelli over there. Declan Rice. Thomas Partey.
ยอมใจคนที่
Skelly.
Direct towards Mbappe,
That's
but
David Raya.
always there first.
เขาไอ้นี่
Saliba
สปอร์ตเนี่ยไอคนที่อ่านข่าวกีฬานะจำชื่อนักกีฬาได้ทุกคนเนี่ยยอมใจเลยแบบ
Arsenal won the only other knockout tie. These two have played back in 2006. Thierry Henry the lone goal over the 180 minutes. Valverde in towards Endrick. Header was off target.
Good attempt by the young Brazilian ex-Palmeiras lad, but it's really not his game. He's full of all the fireworks downstairs. Tries to angle that one back. Difficult. High octane player though.
Flick on header there from Merino. What can Saka do with it? Rudiger closest to him. Realmad did that job for most of the first half with big success. Rice. And back for Odegaard. Merino. In towards Saka. Well time. Saka!
Scored.
Score! You score, Saka.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's it. Game over.
In the first half, but a clinical finish on Saka.
Stupendously magnificent team goal by the Arsenal. And what the goal that they deserve. And this is the finish.
It should
It's
be
like a
scored.
grenade that's going off in the face of Real Madrid. And the grenade just had a pin.
เย้อาร์เซนอลประตูแล้วทุกคน 1-0
Beating hard of Odegaard is right, left, and
ควร
centre.
จะเป็นประตูที่สองแล้ว
It's
เอ
the
อ
thunder
แก้
at the
มือ
end
ไป
of this pyrotechnic
ให้อภัย
passing. Look of art. I was going to say it comes from way back.
ซาก้าทำประตู
This is
ให้
how
อาร์เซนอ
far
ล
it
ได้
comes
นะคะ
back, and this could be called that's offside. Perhaps.
VAR looking, and if they do,
It's
this
going
is
to be very tight,
Yeah,
but they keep
Saka.
it going. Here's the embroidery by Odegaard.
no.
Taking
Saka
all
when the
into
ball
account.
was played.
Beautiful slipped in ball here. And the hold-up play from Declan Rice. I want it back. Odegaard says no. We've got better options. Beautiful little red carpet pass here. Played in from Merino.
complete
There was an offside earlier, but
Whose touch is
How
as
about
soft
how?
as
Oh,
Gandhi
that.
stroking a kitten. Beautiful goal.
it counts, it stands. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
goal. He was offside earlier in the move, but they've gone, it's fine.
An away performance in Europe for Arsenal.
Well, it's been brilliant. I've got to say, this has been a brilliant performance from
Real Madrid
Arsenal.
going to come back into it. Oh, and Saliba's caught, and there's an immediate response of Real Madrid. A big mistake
เอ้า
from
คือ
Saliba.
เร็วเถอะ
Oh,
What's
bloody
up
hell.
To a restart.
Why so
Vinicius
quick?
Junior taking
อ้า
advantage.
วแมดริดตีเสมอได้แล้วทุกคน อะไรวะเติมแป๊บเดียวเอง
For the Gunners.
เล่นทีเผลอดีกว่า
It's latched onto by Vinny.
ยังไม่ถึงเล่นทีเผลอ
Controlled by Saliba. He opens the
Oh,
door
yeah, what? Saliba give the ball away there.
อ้าว
like a nursery rhyme
โอ
book.
เคโอเค
Launches onto it
Oh,
and then dispatches it.
accidentally
It's a
It's accidentally
delicate
kick it.
shake of a touch
1-1.
from Saliba that's
Game
costly.
on. Fucking hell.
And how this table alters the huge next 5 minutes for
ได้ประตู
Arsenal
แบบ
who
ที่
need to
แบบ
set their
จัง
table
หวะ
right.
โป๊ะปะมาก
Compose themselves with a bit of possession because they're facing a force 5-gear hurricane now.
Lewis Skelly wins the
Do
free
you
kick.
not think the ball go into goal, is it?
What a gift. The first blot of their copybook all night long for the Arsenal.
Oh.
An absolute gift coming from Phineas.
Oh, what happened? What happened? What you done?
Say nothing. Not my fault. I haven't done a thing. Really.
What you done? What you done? What you done? What you been doing? เกิดอะไรขึ้น เกิดอะไรขึ้น สัญญาณหาย สัญญาณส่งหายนะคะทุกคนสัญญาณจากห้องส่งจากคนที่ไอ้นี่เลย
In and out of possession. Always happens that, doesn't it? Oh. Vinicius Junior furious with the decision. The crowd around us echoing his thoughts.
Oh, freaking hell. Every time an advert comes up, they looks it out.
Is it Edward's coming? Did you put a VPN on?
No. Seems to be working without a VPN, but obviously they try and cancel the.
Martinelli winning a free kick is
The stream.
on the net, going in quite strong here. Round the legs of Martinelli.
First challenge seemed to be a little bit of a gamble, but it seemed as if it was well timed by the Uruguayan Valverde.
Now Rice will leave it for Odegaard to deliver. Flicked on from Valverde, but Saka will track it and keep it. Couldn't turn beyond 3. Vinicius Jr. continuing to show his frustration towards the referees. Saka unable to control that throw. Arsenal, though, seemingly back in control to that mistake from Saliba. Clean win from Bukayo Saka. Odegaard. And Arsenal go again. Declan Rice driving through that midfield. Still Declan Rice, and they'll challenge in from Chouameni.
What a challenge from the French World Cup winner. Absolutely timed to perfection. What a great block tackle on Declan Rice, who just pulls the trigger. That would have been quite probably in the back of the net.
Another foul throw given, this time against Lewis Skelly. Referee Letexer has been all over it as Luka Modric gets ready to enter. Vinicius Jr. Well trapped there by Saka. Done well these last few minutes to cut off the Madrid supply at source. Defensive setup has been outstanding from Arteta's side tonight. Or the one snake from Saliba. Mbappe. Trying to combine there with Vinny Jr. Does get to it, but Rice reading that second pass. Now wanted two there by Mbappe, and free kick given to Arsenal as Mbappe is the one who stays down. And that ball from Merino for Saka on a cool finish.
Yeah. Rather than a bomb disposal expert. Beautiful chip.
Again, it's a free kick to Arsenal.
It's more of a twist by the looks of this, Chris. I don't think there's anything through the challenge. Kylian, that dynamic that he's got, adjustments taking its toll on his planted foot. Let's take a look if there's a challenge on the ankle. There's just that twist there. I thought it happened. Nasty. Been there.
Tried the cooling spray, but
he'll know in the first few steps if he go on. There's the catastrophe.
had been close to perfect.
Yep.
Until that moment, Saliba, but poor one there as Mbappe lifts off.
You know immediately after a twist like that how much you're going to be able to go ahead. Take more than a couple of steps. Sad night, the exit of the World Cup winner.
So it will be Brahim Diaz who will come in along with Modric. Asensio comes off. Some more attack-minded players on the pitch. Have to throw everything at it. And no Mbappe now for the final 15 minutes. This is a moment for Vinny Jr. and Bellingham to step up.
You'll have to, in a big way.
Modric and Bellingham.
Nicely.
Right, leave the Modric's on.
Great ball towards that wide area with Garcia, but Saka is almost acting as a defender. Does incredibly well to win the goal kick.
Yeah, it celebrates it. Beautiful stamp ball by Jude Bellingham, trying to find his target. Can it squeeze it through? Saka, as you said, Chris, doing his vinegar work the other way, just exemplifying all hands to the pump for Mikel Arteta.
That was Saka's last involvement as Leandro Trossard will come in for him. Trossard, who's appeared in more games for Arsenal this season than any other player in the team. Another introduction from the bench. To see this out, Saka still returning from injury and not risked for these final 15 minutes plus. Garcia with the bump in on Martinelli, who's come to this right side, and another free kick one. Once again, the Gunners more than fine, slowing the tempo down, grinding the game to a bit of a halt. Really, since that Real Madrid goal, the crowd still has really been unable to get behind the team. Lifted from Timber. Saliba. Endrick went over, but the referee uninterested. Lewis Skelly looked calm and composed in his first game at the Bernabeu.
Ball from Partey again, splitting two tight white shirts there. The confidence, and again from Odegaard.
Martinelli. Able to win his side of throw. See the frustration boiling in the support here in this stadium. Came with the expectations of doing the impossible. Odegaard to the byline, there's no comeback. Comes out for Partey, and his effort deflected.
Straight from Thomas Partey was heading towards the inside of that goal post as well.
Strong challenge from Timber. Rudiger just about winning that ball there before Timber took off. A great switch of play. Valverde. Chance now for Real Madrid to get numbers up the bench. I would think this game would have tilted going this way much sooner. Vinny Jr. Challenge committed there from Timber. Got a piece. It's a free kick in a promising area as well. Vinny Jr. knowing they have to get on with it. Three in the wall. still sorting it. 3 over the ball as well. Who wants it? Left for Valverde. And Rice, alert as soon as it was touched, he went charging towards it. Got the block in. Chouameni ahead of Trossard, retaining possession. Arsenal on the brink of their 3rd ever berth. The Champions League semi-final. They've only been to the final once, back in 2006. In towards that area, Endrick still fighting.
ไปอีกแล้ว It's gone again ฮะลาบหมูค่ะทุกคนลาบหมูบนเส้นลาบหมูใส่บนเส้นนะคะมีใครเคยกินไหม อร่อยแซ่บมากพริกผัด
Beyond that far post.
Not many clear passes for Martin either, but wonderful. Good ball from the Arsenal. From again, deep in midfield, moves it out to the right. Forced to the ex-Real Madrid player tries to pull it around and into that bottom corner.
Odegaard, who signed for Real Madrid at 16, thought to be the next rising star in the global game. Carlo Ancelotti talking in the build-up to this tie about needed to grow, needed to get experience, and it was difficult to find a place for him at Real Madrid at the time.
Sure, maturity has been beyond recognition from when he came as a fresh-faced kid. A wonderful, mature footballer. Had an absolute sparkling game tonight.
Modric in towards Bellingham, but well read there. Stepping out of defense was Miles Lewis-Skelly, who is turning in a brilliant performance and plays it forward towards Leandro Trossard. Here is the Belgian. So many tests for Lewis-Skelly since that big start, but blood is booked there as Rihanna looking to break. Vinicius Jr. and Salim tackle. Big time sliding intervention there, and referee determines that it came off Vinny Jr. last.
Yeah, it's a real ricochet, but wonderful defending again in the end by Arsenal.
Last week Arsenal won
Wonderful
3-0.
attack, and there's that reach in
Tonight it's 1-1.
from
So
William
that means
Saliba.
it's 4-1 to Arsenal.
Calculated gamble,
And for 3 goals
puts out the fire.
10 minutes. To push it to extra time.
Ex-Barcelona youth player, of course, Mikel Arteta.
Good mistake there from Saliba.
Played in the reserve, so that'll be a tasty result if he can see his man hold on.
Saliba forced to concede the corner.
No, it's yours. You didn't say not mine.
Modric. Take it short here with Vinny Jr. Here's Vinicius. Trying that curling effort, but Arsenal has been in the way so often. Got to see out for Modric. Towards Martinelli, gets that cross away, and Lewis-Skelly away. Oh, back in, but Ceballos gets it wrong. And the offside flag was up against Vinicius Jr. So the best delivery back into that area from Dani Ceballos.
There's a good long look at it here as well. The pull back on for Jude Bellingham on the top of the 18-yard box. It's an open invitation.
Rudiger with a bump into the back, and a yellow card does come for Antonio Rudiger. Partey will get a yellow himself, coming to the aid of his defender. I think Declan Rice is having a bit of a go at Partey. He's just saying at this stage, it's nothing silly. Rudiger would miss the first leg of the semi-final. Were they to pull off this impossible comeback? Well, and the same for Partey. Big miss, yeah. In that first leg against Paris Saint-Germain, if they get through, I think that's the frustration that Rice had with him.
Well, they've been playing PSG.
This Arsenal team, as Timber gets forward.
Oh no,
Jorginho unavailable tonight. It's really the only reserve midfielder available to Mikel Arteta. See if he might be recovered in a few weeks' time, or if anybody else might be recovered in a few weeks' time. Ross mentioned that Arsenal without some key players. Gabriel, no Calafiori, no Tomiyasu, no Jorginho, Gabriel Jesus, or Kai Havertz. But on the brink of a Champions League semi-final. And a year that has been disappointing at times in the Premier League. Thought that they would genuinely challenge to go and win the league, particularly if Manchester City fall off, but actually 11 points worse off at this point in the season.
Inter Milan 2, Bayern Munich 2. 4-3 on aggregate of Inter.
Doing it here in Europe. What it seems to do it against is, here's Fran Garcia. Less than 4 minutes remaining in the night. Real Madrid have to go. They've had to go for a while. Fran Garcia's cross. Over by Partey. Lifted away by Jury and Timber there.
Kieran Dyer. Yeah.
Ceballos and Modric.
Eric Dyer, really.
Garcia lifting in, and runners there. Bellingham closest, but Rice was tracking in the whole way. Tremendous.
Bayern need a goal.
Diaz. And
Valverde.
Fran Garcia lifted in away from Thomas Partey, only as far as Modric. Vinicius Jr. Still they go. It's a team effort comes from Raya. And Arsenal will finally start to breathe that sigh of relief.
Well, certainly the hourglass is getting a lot wider now. As the sun ticks through, and so many outstanding performances of this team called Arsenal. The individual effort.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Don't swear.
I haven't. Not once or twice. Does this mean that if we played Realmad Rid, they wouldn't beat us?
Why?
Well, we drew with Arsenal as well. We must be good.
We are good as we are, but sometimes you know the game you play by luck sometimes. See,
it would have been academic at this stage. Anyway, emotional the face of those two Real Madrid supporters tell you they think the same. Knocks it back onto his right foot, doesn't get enough power on it, it's a comfortable save. Brahim Diaz.
oh, lucky. Oh, good save.
So it's
He's a
looking
good
like
goalkeeper,
Barcelona
David Raya.
against Inter Milan.
Well, it's good, he was good.
Against against Arsenal.
Just think, he's gone from Brentford to being in the Champions League team.
Yeah.
Suggest that's a decent last
Oh,
goal.
I'd suggest that's tasty.
This is Junior with a cross. Here's half a chance. Following it.
Oh,
Hendrick falling away.
again.
Last
Very
chance surely
good.
there for Real Madrid.
Yeah. Good play on the left hand side again from Vinicius Junior. Comes back on his right foot, puts it in.
เกมนี้จะแพ้จะชนะบางที
Oh, Jesus.
ขึ้นอยู่กับผู้รักษาประตูเลย
Takes a touch here, but he's leaning back, off balance, can't keep it down.
โอ้ฟอนออนเดอะไซด์
Target.
โอ้
So into 5 minutes of additional time.
Well, they won't score 3 goals in 5
And
minutes.
the
They're lucky to get
supporters
one.
around us starting
Already.
to leave. And all of them with such
at this
disappointment
time แล้ว
on
อ่ะ
their
at
faces.
this
All the singing inside the Bernabeu now
ครึ่ง
coming
แรก
from
กันหม
the
ดแล้ว
Arsenal fans. Rudiger's
ไอ้ย
playing
ครึ่งที่
centre
สอง
forward, beaten in the air by Saliba.
Right.
Here's Rice.
The second half is nearly is
Sensational
finished
Nearly
now.
over.
Yeah. It's gone very quick.
Hendrick.
ไอ้แม่
For me,
Yeah, you want some more?
that's all right, yeah.
Timberland, Thomas Partey did well. Trossard's made the run through the middle. It's gone instead here to Thomas Partey.
Oh, come on.
Martin Odegaard.
Come on.
His shoulder
No! Oh!
to Thibaut Courtois, who needed 2 goals to save it. I wonder what kind of surgery they think they need at Real Madrid based on how they've gone out of the Champions League this season. There was a lot of hype about them when Mbappe came. You looked at the individual talent in the team and wondered whether it could be a really, really good season for them. But it's gone the opposite way. You wonder what they're going to do now to balance things off again.
There's what to do. Looks like with the PSG are really going to put. That's going to team. Where everybody is singing from the one hit sheet and everybody knows their job. And everybody, and I mean everybody, works their socks off.
Off goes Martinelli, and he's
Ah!
only Garcia.
Ah!
He's in here.
Ah! Yes! Yes!
Comes to Madrid, and they've not
Yes!
and they've just touched the seal.
อาร์เซนอลได้ประตูที่ 2 แล้วทุกคน Yes!
Yeah, look right there.
Yeah! For the last
But they've been absolutely
3 minutes.
against Real Madrid.
And they deserve it, Dan. Do you know something? Those lads there deserve to win the game. I know they're going to get the result 1-0. But for me, they deserve to go and get a winning goal. And that's the mismatch of the
Come
season
on.
there. I'll tell you right now.
อีก 2 นาทีอีก 2 นาที
Fran Garcia. It's just a brilliant
เหลืออีก 2 นาทีทดเวลา
What a place this moment in time. Look at them drag it back. Look at that man making
ดูไม่มีใครเลยอ่ะ มี 2 คนวิ่งมา
Because Fran Garcia can't step out because he's
ผู้รักษาประตูวิ่งออกมา
and once he gets away,
กะจะมา
down there.
โอ้โห
Beautiful casual finish into the goalkeeper's bottom left-hand corner.
Beautiful.
And it's no more than they deserve.
To borrow your favourite adjective at a time like this, Arsenal have been absolutely magnificent.
Correct.
Let's go through to the final.
I really am, Dan. Yes, they were going through. The game finished 1 each, but nobody can tell me they don't deserve to win that game tonight.
Kieran Tierney
อ๋อยืนอ้าปากเซเว่อยู่บนอิตาเลียตูนเดี๋ยวเราพี่น้องแต่ว่า
touch.
ทีมไหนแพ้เราก็สงสาร
The Arsenal supporters here inside the Bernabeu. That's a wonderful moment for him. Only his 2nd goal in the Champions League this season. But the score one here against the holders of the Champions League. Kieran Tierney up to the
ดึง
final.
เวลาสิทีนี้ดึงเวลาแบบว่า
I just wonder as well, bigger picture, what this means for Arsenal.
kill the time เหลืออีก 1 นาทีสุดท้ายเปลี่ยนตัวนักเตะ
When it matters, you think about how close they've come to winning Premier Leagues, but they've always found a fixture that's ended up seeing Manchester City finish above them. This season they've lost too many games. They've not won a trophy for a while, but now they've come and done 2 legs against Real Madrid, and they've been the better side by quite a margin. And you wonder what that's going to mean for their
ใครจะได้แชมป์ปีนี้ทุกคน
their belief in themselves in big moments.
The time will
Who
tell.
gonna go champion of the
the way they have dominated
Who gonna win the champion? Win the league? You think?
PSG have never won it. Arsenal have never won it. Barcelona have and Inter Milan have. Those are the last 4 left. One from France, one from England, one from Spain, one from Italy.
Oh,
Who do you think is going to win it? Really difficult to say.
Paris is good as well.
Paris are brilliant, really, really good side to watch. Yeah, hell of a game for Arsenal.
Arsenal is good.
Arsenal
And
is
everything, you know, same like sports. I always say every single sport game you play, you do, sometimes you win. You play and win by luck as well. เอ้ยจบแล้วยิยินดีกับอาร์เซนอลด้วยทุกคนใครเป็นแฟนอาร์เซนอล
It's over.
Yeah, over. Yeah, 2-1.
And then in it.
My clothes. Yo, yo, yo! Ta-da! Ta-da! Da-da-da-da-da-da.
You wonder what the future holds now for Ancelotti. You know that Real Madrid
Yo! ลุ้นกันต่อไปทุกคน
come back stronger. But you wonder now how far Arsenal can go in this competition, Ali. They're into the semis for the first time since 2009.
Bloody hell. It's been a while.
It's been for a while for Arsenal to come this far, is it? But ถือว่านัดนี้ถือว่าซีซั่นนี้อาร์เซนอลมาไกลมากนะทุกคน มาไกลมากๆก็ทำดีที่สุดแล้วเลย เก่งมากๆ
Well, they beat Real Madrid last week. They beat Real Madrid tonight.
Yeah.
They couldn't beat Brentford on Saturday.
Brentford the good Brentford they good at they are they,
No, didn't play well enough. So
yeah, and we are lucky we draw.
Still
จบแล้ว cheer everyone congratulations for Arsenal แบบโอ้เห็นเขาร้องไห้แล้วจะร้องตาม
I've got to load the van up with it. I've got to empty the van and load the van in the
เห็น
morning.
นักเตะน้ำตาซึมแล้วจะร้องตามเนี่ย Madrid they still not out yet
No,
Madrid
no.
they still got more game to play
No,
is it?
Madrid are out.
Oh, out now
Yeah. They won it last year. Again.
โอ้ยเขาร้องไห้อะทุกคนเศร้าเย้ผู้รักษาประตูของอาร์เซนอลเมื่อก่อนเขาเล่นให้เบรนท์ฟอร์ดนะคะเขาเก่งมากๆนะผู้รักษาประตูอะคนเนี้ยก็ไปเล่นให้อาร์เซนอลนะคะ
Thank you very much, Karen. And
Oh.
Ali, what a journey it's been for this Arsenal side as the players go and celebrate with their
จากอังกฤษไปสเปนก็ไม่ไกลนะคะ
love is definitely
เที่ยวบินไปก็ประมาณ2ชั่วโมงแต่ว่า
It is such
ช่วง
an amazing night for this team. 6 years it took
ช่วง
the
นี้
side
มี
to
ฟุตบอล
return.
ค่าตั๋วเครื่องบินค่าโรงแรมห้องพักก็คงจะแบบดับเบิล
6 years it took. Last year they
เป็น
were
3
knocked
เท่า
out
4
in
เท่า
the
เลยนะ
quarterfinals. This year they've gone one better and wow have they done it in
ใครมีเงินจ่ายก็ไปค่ะ
emphatically the side
บินไปกลับก็ยังได้ไปค้าง1 คืนอะไรประมาณนี้ก็โอ้ยร้องไห้เศร้า
in their own backyard. What an
ยินดีด้วยกับอาร์เซนอลทุกคนชนะแล้ว
It's absolutely incredible the joy that we can see here. I've got to ask you, Martin.
ถึงเสมอนัดนี้ก็ชนะอยู่ดีนะเพราะว่านัดที่แล้วอาร์เซนอลชนะ
Great
What does this mean?
You know, celebrating with the fans there. It doesn't get much better than this. You're
โอ้
into
โห
a
แฟนอาร์เซนอลเต็มสนามเลย
Declan Rice's performance, Saka. I'm really pleased for
โอ้
Martinelli.
มีคนมีแฟนอาร์เซนอลบินไปดูเต็มเลย
Coming back and then both of them to score on the night. Saka missing the penalty didn't affect him
ใช่
at all.
เนาะสักกับ
Incredible performance. He's only
แต่
recently
ลูก
2
โทษ
weeks
พลาด
back
ถ้า
from
ไม่พลาด
injury.
ก็น่าจะ
It's absolutely
3-1
amazing. I tell you who else was amazing. Declan Rice, man of the match tonight, man over the 2 legs. Let's hear from him now. Speak to Becky.
He just started a to us yet. I've said, how are you feeling? And he launched into it, Dan. Go on, you've got the player of the match trophy in your hands.
Yeah.
ดีใจด้วยดีใจด้วยทุกคนดีใจด้วยเราก็ดีใจ ว่าเราเชียร์อาร์เซนอล
It's a historic night for this club. We have an objective in this
อาร์เซนอลยังไม่เคยวินแชมเปี้ยนลีกใช่ไหมทุกคนปีนี้ขอให้ได้นะ
about them coming back because they've done it so many times before, but we had so much belief and confidence from that first leg that we had enough to come here and win the game and not just win the game.
ดูดิเขาได้รางวัลได้ด้วย Man of the Match
Yeah, we had it in our mind and then we done it in real life. So yeah, what a night for the club.
Miles, come in here. I mean, what a season you've had, period. But how was your first experience of the Bernabeu?
It was incredible. Honestly, when you see it on TV, it's a lot different to when you come live. So when I first walked out, it's a lot, you know. But
Lewis
take
Kelly
it a moment and have fun, you know.
You are Champions
League
League
semi-finalist.
This is the first time that Arsenal have done this since 2009. We've spoken about creating your own history, but what does that mean to you all?
It's massive, you know. I sensed it before I signed to the club that we was on an upward trajectory as a club, and you know I felt it in the players we've got and the direction we want to go in. It's been tough in the Premier League because we lost out last year on a point. This year it slipped away from us, but in this competition we've done amazingly well. And this club's going to do special things over the next few years. We all fully believe it. We have full trust in this manager. He's unbelievable. And we've got players like him coming through, Ethan, other young lads who really want it as well. So we've got a real good mix. And look, like you said, semi-finals is massive for us. And we just want to take tonight in because we want to take it one step at a time. Now PSG next, who are an amazing team.
Well, let's face it, guys, it was never going to be a low-key evening tonight, was it, when you come and play here? Just talk us through some of the emotions in that first half especially for you. Who wants to take this one?
Let him go.
Okay, Miles, come on.
Boy.
Wait, can you say it one more time, please?
Just the emotions of that first half that you went through. It was never going to be a low-key game. Obviously, the penalty didn't quite go your way, and then Deck will get to you and what happens with Kylian.
Yeah, it's incredible. You know, the fans, they don't make it easy for us, but as a team, we know it's going to be like this when we came. So as long as we stuck together and, you know, keep backing each other through the highs and lows, we'll be fine.
5 minutes it took with that VAR check in that first half.
I knew it wasn't a penalty. Look, don't get me wrong. I had my arm on him, but you have to do that in the box. You have to try and stop him. Someone was going to let
ภา
him
พ
go.
นิ่งที่อยู่ในสนามนี้เป็นสนามอาร์เซนอลนะคะทุกคนที่ซาไป
I said to
ดู
him straight away, like,
อา
and
ร์
I
เซ
said
น
to
อล
Vasquez,
เฟรน
it's
ฟอร์ด
not a
แข่ง
pen.
อา
I
ร์
would
เซนอล
admit,
เมื่อ
if I pulled him down,
อา
I
ทิ
would
ต
say
ย์ก่อนนะคะ
he just fell to the floor and it wasn't a pen, and I was fully confident it would get overturned. And we just had to stay calm. We was a bit naive again at times. We just had to control the game a little bit better. But in the end, we've got the job done, and it's like I said, it's a historic night for the club. And yeah, honestly, I'm lost for words. It's just very special.
Very quickly, PSG.
Yeah, top team. Played them once already.
ปารีสเขาเก่ง
Like
มาก
they're a
ๆ
different team to
เป็น
back
อีกห
then.
นึ่งทีมที่แบ
We've
บ
seen what
เก่ง
they can do,
มากๆ
but
สุดยอ
also
ด
we've
มากเล
seen
ยนะ
what Villa done to them last night. It caused them a lot of problems. So look, we'll be working hard. We now have to go to Ipswich on Sunday, which is going to be a tough game because we want to secure that, keep going, and keep winning matches in the Prem, and then also, like you said, focus on this competition.
Yeah, well, massive congratulations. Enjoy this one. Take care. Thanks, guys.
จบแล้วทุก
It's
คน
incredible. Do you know the last time Real Madrid were knocked
ยิ
out
นดีด้วย
of
ยิน
the
ดีด้วย
quarterfinals
ใคร
in
เป็
the
นแฟน
Champions
อาร์เซ
League?
น
They
อ
were
ล
beaten by Monaco
แต่ว่า
21 years ago.
ลีก
in
นี้เราก็เชียร์
2000.
นะเชียร์
Miles Lewis Kelly wasn't even born then. And this tells you a lot about this Arsenal team. They are a young side, led by a young manager who's learning
จ
on
บ
the
แล้ว
job
นะคะ เดี๋ยว
as
สาม
well.
ปิดแล้วนะ
How impressed are
ทุกคนมันจบละมีแต่นักไอ้นี่เขาคุยกันเย้ยินดีด้วยนะคะลุ้นกันต่อไปค่ะทุกคนลุ้นนัดต่อไปนะใครเป็นแฟนอาร์เซนอลถึงไม่ใช่แฟนอาร์เซนอลโดยตรงเราก็เชียร์นะ เพราะว่ามันคนละลีกมันลีกไอ้นี่นะแชมเปี้ยนลีกมาแล้วปิดแล้วนะคะทุกคนคลิปส้มตำเต็มเลย
จบแล้ว สุดจริงไรจริง เอ้า ยินดีด้วยนะคะ ใครที่เป็นแฟนอาร์เซนอลนะคะทุกคนดีมัวแต่ลบรูปนะคะ รูปเยอะมากรูปเยอะเกินหานี่ลบก่อน ถ่ายรูปแป๊บหนึ่งกินข้าวกันหรือยังคะทุกคน มีแต่ทุกคนบอกมีแต่จะนอนแล้ว เรายังไม่กินนะคะทำกับข้าว ดูบอลไปทำกับข้าวไป วันนี้สาทำลาบวุ้นเส้น ลาบหมูใส่วุ้นเส้นนะคะทุกคน ว่าจะไปนั่งกินข้างนอกคงไม่ไปแล้วมันหนาว อากาศเย็นมาก อ้าวลบรูปทิ้งหมดเลยว่าจะมาทำหน้าปก ไหนล่ะทุกคน หารูปก่อนโอ้นี่ไง เอากลับไปก่อนทำกับข้าวนี่ไปกินข้าวค่ะทุกคนไปกินข้าวหิว ไปทำด้วยกันนะคะ เมนูลาบวุ้นเส้นค่ะทุกคนคนที่อยู่ต่างประเทศเขาจะทำกินกันบ่อยที่ร้านอาหารก็ทำแบบนี้นะคะ เดี๋ยวไปที่โต๊ะเอาช้อนส้อมอันเดิม เสร็จแล้ว อยู่แต่ในห้องครัวอ๋อแก้มแดงอ่องต่องเลยแบบนี้ แต่แก้มแดงอ่องต่อง เสือสูตรอยู่นี่แล้วพ่อไงเสือสูตรไปวันนี้มาเข้าไปงานขาวดำมานะคะไปงานขาวดำคุณตาไมเคิลมาค่ะทุกคนปิดไอ้นี่ดีกว่าเนาะปิดไอ้แบ็คกราวด์ดีกว่าบอลจบแล้วกินข้าวต่อนะคะทุกคนลุ้นบอลเสร็จแล้วมากินข้าวกันต่อปิดแบ็คกราวด์ดีไหมคะเอาไว้นั่นแหละสวัสดีค่ะทุกคนมากินลาบหมูวุ้นเส้นทำไมมันถึงเป็นแบบนี้เราใส่แบ็คกราวด์เราไม่ใส่ข้างหน้าเดี๋ยวเราปิดแบ็คกราวด์ มันเป็นวุบวุบวับวับนะคะอ่ะไม่ใส่แบ็คกราวด์แล้วนี่นะคะลาบหมูบนเส้นก็จะทำเหมือนลาบหมูเลยนะคะทุกคนแต่ว่าพริกป่นเนี่ยพริกสาจะผัดพริกป่นกับน้ำมันพืชผัดพริกก่อนแล้วก็เอาหมูไปรวนนะคะหมูสับไปรวนไปผัดให้สุกแล้วก็เอามาปรุงรสมาใส่วุ้นเส้นนะคะทุกคนตามคาดนะคะฟุตบอลกี่ทีมเหลืออีกกี่ทีม4 ทีมใช่ไหมเหลืออีก4 ทีมสุดท้าย4 ทีมเตะแข่งกันลุ้นกันเข้าไปนัดหน้าอาร์เซนอลเจอกับปารีสงานหนักนะเนี่ยหนักแค่ไหนก็ต้องสู้นะทุกคนเหมือนเบรนท์ฟอร์ดเวลาเจอกับทีมใหญ่ๆแข่งกับทีมใหญ่ๆนะคะงานหนักแค่ไหนเขาเก่งแค่ไหนเราก็ต้องสู้จนนาทีสุดท้ายนะทุกคนกินอีกแล้วอะไรก็กินกินไปคุยไปนะทุกคนไม่คุยเรื่องบอลก็คุยเรื่องอื่นก็ได้นะคะสงกรานต์บ้านเราก็หลายๆพื้นที่ก็จบแล้วนะคะทุกคนแต่ก็ยังมีอีกหลายพื้นที่ที่ยังไม่จบนะที่ยังเล่นกันอยู่อย่างเช่นชลบุรีพัทยาระยองนะคะกรุงเทพนี่เขาไหลกันหรือยังเขาไอ้นี่กันหรือยังDo you try to build that? Same? ไอเบนเขาชอบเล่นเลโก้ทุกคนชอบเล่นเลโก้ชอบประกอบWhat's that? We don't know. But he's been watching something and then he laughed on his own. ดูอะไรดูสาวๆหรือเปล่า You want sexy girl เหรอ You watching sexy girl? No,
Ever since they started young. Okay, Everton's news.
Still not finished?
No, it's all finished. A man, 62 years old, went to the test event, which means Everton choose who goes. 10,000 people they picked to come to the very first game there. So what happened is a man, he ordered some food. And then he said he needed a black coffee. So when the man who served him turned round to go and get him a coffee, the man with the food then walked away and didn't pay for the food. It's been caught on CCTV.
Yeah.
He's now been banned for life.
Really?
From attending Everton games. He's now not allowed to go and watch Everton at all.
You should walk off.
Because he didn't pay for the food. And they've seen it, but they've recorded it. He said adios amigo to the boy behind the counter. Now the boy, what happens is the boy behind the counter then has to put the money in out of his own pocket to cover what's been cost.
They have to protect the...
And Everton have seen this and gone, we ain't having that. So they've contacted him and said, you are now banned.
They know who
from
he
the
is.
gate. Yeah, we don't want you here. Because, honey, they give 10,000 tickets out.
Yeah.
Every single person now who gets a ticket gets a name and address next to that ticket. And that happens to us as well.
Yeah.
Obviously, if we go to any game, I register all the... Obviously, I have to put a name against every ticket.
Yeah, and they know we sit there and the seat number.
All of that. Home games and away games, every ticket has a name with it, and the names are, all your tickets have your name on them.
All your tickets have your name on it?
Exactly, and yours as well, honey.
Yeah.
All right. So, but if we do anything stupid, they know who it is.
Yeah, not same when you go to the coffee shop outside. So he now been banned. He cannot.
Oh right, and not only that, he's been reported to the police.
Oh bloody hell!
Why? About that?
So the food would have cost him £12.75. He's now offered to pay for the food. They said, that's no worries, you can give the money to charity. But you're still banned.
So they not give him any chance to do anything?
No.
They just ban him?
He said, well, I'll pay for the food then. I said, that's fine.
Well, you not pay at the first time,
Exactly.
but you walk away.
So they've taken the £12.75
and put
it to charity.
12, that's not big
So what
money,
happened
but he maybe think they're not...
Everton has spoken to the police. The police have said, we've taken the money for the food. And Everton has said, we'll give the money to charity. And he's agreed to do that, which he now has to do. But because Everton has said, we're not having any of that, he's now been banned for life. 62 years old, he's now been banned from football because you decided to walk away for £12.75.
They're not tell us what he owed as well. 62, younger than you, same age you. I know. You see the group of the crowd when they come out of on that day when they come out from the Arsenal ground.
Oh yeah.
That group, the police have to follow them everywhere they go.
They took them to the station as well.
Yeah, the police follow them everywhere to make sure they not cause a problem.
Yeah, well the thing is, it's like
team.
there was something. What Brentford are trying to do, or somebody at the club is trying to do, I know who it is. They've said we want younger supporters at our away games. So they've decided that there's an age group. I don't know the age. We don't know how old they class as too old. And a lot of people got really angry about this because they've been going for a long time, really, like me. you're only going to get 900 tickets. You ain't going to get any more than that.
Yeah,
You're
they
going
don't
to get
give you more
fucking
than that because
4,000.
the
But
stadium is
the
very
annoying
small.
thing about it is all the season ticket holders,
Mm.
when the Ipswich tickets went on sale, they thought they were going to sell them really quickly. They didn't. The season ticket holders went in and bought 2,000 of the 3,000 tickets, and that was it.
No more.
But even though they got 11,000 season ticket
They not let
holders,
people buy more than one or two.
9,000 of those don't go to away games
No.
at all. They're not bothered.
They think young people is gonna go to the
So
away game.
they're trying to stop all the older people. There's a lot of older people go. If you obviously you look at Brentford, there's a lot of older people go.
There's a lot of those people going.
And they've been going for, I know a lot of them have been going for a long time because I know them. You know, I've known these.
Yeah,
since
because
they
they've
were
been
young.
a Brentford support for a very long time.
But what they're trying to say is we don't want you lot going no more. We want a younger crew. So I've argued, well, I'm taking a younger supporter, but he can't go without me.
Well, it's not like you get a train on myself or drive a bloody golf.
Well, exactly. And I'm getting angry with it. I
It's
really
just
am.
because to want to sell more food and drink, want to sell more drink.
I don't bother filling out the form because what they want is
ไปก็มีแต่เมากับเมา
they
แล้ว
want
ก็
me to
ไม่ได้ดู
they
ฟุตบอล
don't
อะไร
want
กั
me
นเล
to
ย
bring in. What is this, Ev?
Video somebody make a video
Oh, little bro was born in 2024. All right,
Yeah.
change it, Evan. You don't need 30 minutes of a little boy,
yeah
baby boy asleep. They're like, what's up? So what's old Mr. Griffin up to?
Don't search out the real name of marshmallows. What's the sneaker bar?
เป็นฟอร์ดคลับนะคะทุกคน
Better sneaker.
You're right, right? What's he doing then?
เกือบพุ่ง
Well, let's put it out.
Experience. The Black Death.